is 6 o'clock. Thanks for joining us on THV and streaming on THV 11+. I'm Karen Fuller.
I'm Hayden Balgavy. Happy Tuesday morning, everybody. We're going to send it back over to meteorologist Tracy Bean, who has issued a weather impact alert, and Ashley King, who is now in the house to get you going. Hassle, house.
She's picked up a friend since last
It's a hassle.
I always get lonely around 6 o'clock. I'm like, come join me in the weather center. Let's have some fun for 5 hours.
Y'all are like those folks that meet up at like Mickey D's for coffee at like 5:45.
Yeah,
we are.
That's
retire.
right. I caught that. You said, let's have fun for 5 hours. Yes.
We do have fun for 5 hours.
Tracy and I get to hang out on the TV for the next 5 hours together.
All leading up to The Price is Right here on THV 11.
Yeah.
No,
That's a good lead-in.
Yeah, and then we have to sit there and we see who can get closer to the grand prize, and all of it at the end. So it's what we do.
Well, I feel like we're playing Plinko this morning because I'm hoping these Plinkos just fall right into the we don't have severe weather.
I know.
1,000, but
Saw some lightning already.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, it is. We do have a few storms. Most of that is to the north, but we're catching like the tail end of things this morning, and so there may be a few wet roads. But we'll take a look at it here in just a second. But I want to talk about this weather impact alert for today and tomorrow. Now, we're really not going to start to see the severe storms until later this evening and around sunset, maybe a little bit after. So this morning's storms are just a good soaking, and of course, we are seeing those during the commute time, which we don't love, but we'll take what rain we can get. Impact for this evening into early tomorrow morning will be strong to severe storms. Excuse me. All hazards are possible. So storms have me choked up this morning. So let's take a look at some of these storms as we are looking into central Arkansas. Again, most of this is to our north, but we do have a few in central Arkansas beginning to maybe make some wet roads this morning. So don't give Ashley any trouble. Drive slow. Take your time this morning. Remember, the kids are at the bus stops as well, and they might need an umbrella, but looking a little eerie this morning as we got some heavier clouds to start the day off. But again, sunset's going to be around that time that we're really going to start to watch things. 67 right now. We do have some winds that are really going across the state, some gusts around 20 to 25, and that'll continue as we're heading into the rest of the day and the evening, Ashley. So right now, no trouble weather-wise. Again, the severe weather is expected later tonight.
All right, as far as our morning commute goes right now, 6:02, we're seeing a few cars on the road, but as you can see, no congestion here at the Big Rock interchange. Just a few people out this early in the morning. And if you look on our live traffic map, we're still seeing all green here. So no problems right now. Everything is moving along as it should, but we'll check this again here in just a little while to see how things are going.
Ashley, thank you. We begin this morning with an important alert for parents of kids waiting at the bus stop. Now, concerns are rising here in Little Rock after a video surfaced showing drivers putting children at risk near school bus stops.
And officials say it's happening too often. So now they're stepping up enforcement. THV 11's Tanya Motorzitsky shows us what parents need to know.
You're supposed to stop. It happens again and again and again. Drivers ignoring stopped school buses.
Oh my God, this has been going on for over a year.
Even as children come off, as Christy Thornton's granddaughter Miracle is being lowered from a handicapped bus.
Respect the buses, respect the children, especially the children when they're getting off the bus. Nobody is in that much of a hurry.
She says they sit in between two different schools and it never fails. Multiple cars disregarded the lights, stop sign, and bus arm.
I'm just so afraid that one day something is going to happen.
Something Mark Edwards with the Little Rock Police Department say is a serious concern.
That when the school bus stops, you must stop as well.
He's encouraging people to report these drivers, and for those who get impatient, there's hefty fines that will be attached.
This is a community safety issue, right? I mean, students deserve safety when they get off the bus. No matter the situation, drivers have to be patient and allow these buses to drop these students off and before they continue traffic.
Thornton says she's reported these instances with police and would love to see more patrolling.
Maybe an officer to pop up every now and then, maybe a couple of days out of the week, so that this can actually stop.
In Little Rock, Tanya Motorzitsky, THV 11 News.
Little Rock Police is hosting its next quarterly meeting in July. Edwards is urging neighbors to show up, speak out their concerns, and get to know the officers who patrol their area.
Staying with schools now, a new report shows cell phone bans are delivering mixed results. On one hand, locking phones in pouches from the company Yonder does reduce phone use, and many teachers say classrooms feel less distracted. But researchers found little grade changes, attendance changes, and bullying, and a short-term rise in suspensions. The study conducted with the National Bureau of Economic Research says there may still be longer-term benefits for students' well-being.
Now to a THV 11 update. A long-running legal fight between Arkansas prison leaders and the governor is not over just yet. A Pulaski County judge holding off on dismissing a lawsuit from Attorney General Tim Griffin tied to that power struggle. The case goes back to 2023 when Griffin sued the Board of Corrections over hiring its own attorney and possible open meetings violations. The board had been winning in lower courts, but now with new members aligned with Governor Sanders, there's a push to drop the case. Two members, Lee Watson and Benny Magnus, are fighting that move, saying a proposed settlement wrongly labels them as violators. The judge now wants more legal arguments before making a final call.
Time now 6:05. This morning, tensions are rising once more in the Middle East after U.S. forces and Iran exchanged fire in the Strait of Hormuz. The Pentagon says several Iranian boats were destroyed as the U.S. works to keep that critical shipping route open. It comes as the U.S. launches a new mission to escort commercial ships through the strait. Defense officials say American forces came under fire, but were able to intercept missiles and protect the vessels moving through. The United Arab Emirates also reports new attacks, including a strike on a major oil facility. Despite the escalation, President Trump is signaling confidence, while Iran says talks are still moving forward. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth is expected to give an update later today.
Back here at home, drivers continue to feel the impacts of the gas prices at the pump. AAA reporting the national average at $4.46 a gallon on Monday, which increased overnight to $4.48, up more than 30 cents in just a week. Here in Arkansas, drivers are paying around $3.95 a gallon. Global markets are watching whether shipping lanes through the Strait of Hormuz can stabilize, since that could be key to easing pressure on fuel costs.
Now let's talk weather with meteorologist Tracy Bean and the forecast, plus a weather impact alert.
That's right. Now, most of the day today, we are not going to necessarily be under that weather impact alert. We do have a few storms in the northern sector of the state and a few rain showers pushing through central as well. But it's going to be mainly mostly cloudy today, a bit breezy with that southwesterly wind. But as we're heading into the evening, we have issued, of course, this weather impact alert. Around 7 p.m., we're going to start to see some of these storms begin to lift and become a bit more unstable. And so strong to severe storms are certainly going to start to move in. And all hazards are possible, making sure you're staying alert and informed and prepared for those changes, and some of those are going to go into the overnight hours. Initially, we are looking for those again to start as we're heading into central Arkansas. Now we have all of those severe weather threats possible: tornado, winds, hail, and the further it makes it into southern Arkansas, where this risk does begin to shift, it's more of winds and hail. So keeping that in mind, a lot of that's in the overnight hours, so we'll have to make sure we are staying aware and make sure you can get those watches and warnings while you're sleeping.